Jenna Ortega and Taylor Russell reportedly in talks to remake 1992's Single White Female. Exciting news for fans of psychological thrillers. Jenna Ortega and Taylor Russell are said to be in negotiations to headline and produce a modern remake of the 1992 cult classic Single White Female. The project, which is reportedly being developed by Elizabeth Gabler's 3000 Pictures in partnership with Sony Pictures and HarperCollins Publishers, has already generated significant buzz within the film industry and among fans of the original. While Sony has yet to release an official statement regarding the project, the news was first reported by the Insider, sparking widespread speculation about the potential direction of the remake and how the two rising stars will reinterpret the iconic roles. The original Single White Female, released in 1992 and directed by Barbet Schroeder, starred Bridget Fonda as Allison Jones and Jennifer Jason Leigh as Hedra Carlson. Based on John Lutz's 1990 novel SWF Seeks Same, the film tells the gripping story of Allison, a successful New York City software designer who places a classified ad seeking a new roommate after breaking up with her fiancé, Sam Rawson, played by Steven Weber. The seemingly perfect match, Hedra, soon reveals a dark and obsessive side as she becomes increasingly possessive and unstable, blurring the line between friendship and dangerous obsession. The psychological thriller became an instant hit upon its release, earning praise for its suspenseful narrative, gripping performances, and exploration of themes like identity, jealousy, and psychological manipulation. Jennifer Jason Leigh's chilling portrayal of Hedra Carlson remains one of the most memorable and disturbing performances in the thriller genre, cementing the film's status as a cult classic. The movie's success even spawned a direct-to-video sequel, Single White Female 2, The Psycho, which starred Kristen Miller as a new character navigating a similarly dangerous roommate dynamic. However, the sequel failed to capture the same critical or commercial success as the original. Now, over 3 decades later, Ortega and Russell are poised to breathe new life into the story for a modern audience. The remake will likely update the setting and social dynamics to reflect contemporary themes around personal identity, female friendships, and psychological control. While specific plot details remain under wraps, insiders suggest that the new film will retain the core psychological tension and dark undertones that made the original so impactful. Why Jenna Ortega and Taylor Russell are perfect for the remake. Jenna Ortega has rapidly become one of the most sought-after young actresses in Hollywood, thanks to her breakout role as Wednesday Addams in Netflix's Wednesday. The Tim Burton-directed series became a cultural phenomenon, earning Ortega widespread praise for her darkly comedic and emotionally complex portrayal of the iconic character. Ortega's ability to balance vulnerability with a sardonic edge has made her a fan favorite, and her performance earned her nominations for a Golden Globe and an Emmy Award. Beyond Wednesday, Ortega has also made a name for herself in the horror genre. She starred in the 2022 reboot of Scream and its 2023 sequel Scream 6, solidifying her status as a modern-day Scream queen. Her recent horror comedy film Death of a Unicorn, in which she stars alongside Paul Rudd, showcases her versatility and ability to infuse dark material with humor and heart. Ortega's rising star and her proven track record in horror and suspense make her an ideal fit for the role of Allison Jones, the vulnerable yet determined protagonist whose life spirals out of control after welcoming a dangerous new roommate. Ortega's ability to convey a wide range of emotions, fear, strength, and vulnerability, could add new layers to Allison's character, making the role her own while paying homage to Bridget Fonda's original performance. Taylor Russell, meanwhile, has been making waves in Hollywood with her critically acclaimed performances in both indie films and major studio productions. She gained widespread recognition for her role in Luca Guadagnino's 2022 film Bones and All, in which she starred alongside Timothée Chalamet as a young woman with a dark secret. Her haunting and deeply emotional performance earned her the Marcello Mastroianni Award for Best Young Actor at the Venice Film Festival, firmly establishing her as one of the most promising young actresses of her generation. Russell's ability to tap into the emotional complexity of her characters makes her a compelling choice for the role of Hedra Carlson. Hedra's psychological unraveling and eventual descent into violence require an actress with both emotional depth and the ability to project a subtle but growing sense of menace. Russell's understated intensity and magnetic screen presence make her uniquely suited for the part, allowing her to explore the character's complex motivations and fractured psyche. In addition to starring in the Single White Female remake, Russell is set to appear opposite Michael B. Jordan in a highly anticipated remake of the Thomas Crown Affair for Amazon MGM Studios. The film, directed by Matthew Michael Carnahan, is expected to showcase Russell's range and further solidify her status as a Hollywood powerhouse. The Legacy of Single White Female and Why It's Being Remade. Single White Female became a defining film of the early 90s, not only for its psychological tension and memorable performances but also for the way it tapped into anxieties surrounding identity, intimacy, and betrayal. The film's exploration of toxic female friendship and the blurred lines between admiration and obsession struck a nerve with audiences, making it a standout within the psychological thriller genre. The film's influence can be seen in numerous other thrillers and horror films that followed, including The Roommate, 2011, which borrowed heavily from the single white female template but failed to capture the same level of depth and psychological complexity. The success of television series like You and Killing Eve also reflects the ongoing fascination with characters who manipulate and deceive those closest to them, often with deadly consequences. In the current era of remakes and reimaginings, a new take on single white female feels both timely and relevant. The rise of social media, digital identity, and online relationships has created new forms of intimacy and new opportunities for psychological manipulation. A modern adaptation could explore how these dynamics play out in a world where personal boundaries are increasingly blurred and surveillance is ever present. The decision to cast Ortega and Russell, two actresses with proven talent and emotionally charged and psychologically complex roles, suggests that the remake will aim to preserve the intensity and character-driven focus of the original while updating the story for a modern audience. Elizabeth Gabler's 3,000 Pictures, which previously produced acclaimed films like Where the Crawdads Sing and Little Women, has a strong track record of adapting complex literary material for the big screen, further raising expectations for the project. What's next for the remake? While Sony has yet to confirm the project, the buzz surrounding Ortega and Russell's involvement has already set the stage for the remake to become one of the most anticipated psychological thrillers of the coming years. If the project moves forward, fans can expect a high-profile production with a sharp focus on character,